Well, it's just shy of 1 o'clock the day after we cut this. It's considerably warmer than they said it was going to be, which is very often the case around here. And we've got this wind. Trees in the swamp there are rocking pretty good, but we got a northwest wind, fairly steady. Stuff is smelling like it's curing out here. It's some of the top grass is getting crispy on this already. I mean, it's not, I mean, we're certainly nowhere near dry, but I think we can get this off. Top is crisping up. I mean, the bottom is wilted. It's not Cody is beginning to take the loader off his Oliver to make it easier to work on. We've got the fluffy clouds like this, so the sun comes and goes, but it is warmer. So yeah, I mean, by crisp on top, I don't mean like really crisp on top, but these grass fields are getting fairly dry. If I leave this sit here, it's 1 o'clock now. If I leave this sit here till the sun goes down, it's going to be all crispy. And then I'll be trying to bale it, do a rush job on the dew tomorrow morning. So it's a nice day and we got lots of time. Pulled a sickle out of the hay bine this morning. Did some heating and pounding, and I didn't have to cut to relieve a weld anything. It wasn't that terrible, really. We'll see if it works. Everything's a lot straighter now. I don't have rock guards pointing in funny directions, so I think we probably got it. It'll be all right. I mean, this grass up here is getting pretty dry. Moisture in the trefoil is quite a bit in the stems yet, I'm sure, but the leaves are all wilted down and looking pretty good. So we're gonna get to 50 on a rake. I think we're gonna double that up and let this breeze blow through it for a little bit, and we're gonna make some trefoil mix wrap bales here. Well, there's a little, we got some canary and June grass over here. Yeah, I mean, that's about dead green right there, but the top sure isn't. It's getting, I think we might make it over 80 today. It's getting there. We had so many grasshoppers last year. I was hoping the stupid grasshoppers would have been gone, but yeah, they didn't freeze out. Another good grasshopper year. Hopefully they're wetter. They get less. Oh, trefoil smells good. Yeah, we grew some decent alfalfa when I was a kid. My dad put some serious input into some fields and grew some pretty nice pure stands of alfalfa. But UP of Michigan ain't exactly the, I mean, there's places that are okay. We were not one of those places. You could grow it, big inputs. We were trefoil people, except for the fact that you can't dry this stuff. You think alfalfa's hard to dry. This stuff is unreal. You get a good solid stand of this. I mean, this is a mixed. You could dry this for hay. I could get this dry by tomorrow probably. I mean, it's not that terribly thick. But it's just a plant that does not want to let go of its water. It's always tough. Dish raggy, my dad called it. It just never quite gets there. And when it does, you blow the leaves off of it. So this field was planted with trefoil in it pre-drought, with the intention of making wrapped bales out of it, because I like trefoil. Now the price of this stuff's insane. I'd like to put some more in some of these other ones when I get it back. Thing is, it will spread and reseed itself. Unlike alfalfa, which is always trying to die off on you, trefoil is almost a weed. It's a weed that cows like, though. Good protein weed. All right, well, I better not talk too much, because by the time we get a little baling action in here and the rye, yeah, what he said, some wrapping. Didn't get much wrapping when we did the rye. We were in a rush, so. All right, well, we're gonna bale this stuff up. It's the moisture should be all right. It's definitely not too wet anymore. So brought a tape measure with to measure the first one. I'm having trouble getting it to kick. I'd like them like 50 inches maybe. I'm handling them with a small tractor. Well, not really small, but I don't want them overly wet. And they don't want to trip, so I'm gonna have to watch it when it gets there. If it doesn't trip when I want it, I'm gonna hop out and trip it manually. See what the moisture's like. See how tight the bale is. See what kind of actual measured size we have on it. There ain't gonna be a whole ton of bales on this field. We're not gonna set any. The outside will be okay, and then it's gonna go downhill fast. But it's nice feed. So we're coming up on, that's a 4-footer right there, approximately. Oh, wow, things might work. We got an alarm, which didn't want to work when we had the rye. And we're just on the north side of 4 feet there. Get out and see what that one's like. Oh, a nice looking little thing. Look at that. 50 inches. Tape measure doesn't want to clip back on my pocket. Oh yeah, plenty of moisture will be great. trefoil in there. I was worried about that grass getting crispy. It's pretty tight. Heavy. Oh yeah, that'll make those will be swell. Yeah, the rye bales are quite a bit bigger than that. I think just that rye feeding fast, slow, whatever, I think this is going to be a little more even. Well, let's hope this business all keeps working like it's supposed to. Throw this tape measure up there. Gates locked. Over there where it's thick with that canary and June grass on the edge of the pasture edition, or the sawmill piece as we call it. Guy that built this barn lived here for years. He had a sawmill set up over here and all grown up to trees and brush now, but grows a lot of grass over there. They push the sawdust out to let it rot down, and yeah, this one's gonna make a bale in a hurry. Got almost a 4-foot wide windrow there anyway. It's hard to make bales even on here. Well, there's another one. That's good. We'll take as many as we can get. Since I got this baler, it's always been the first time you bale with it, I don't know, things just gotta loosen up. I mean, it's inside, it's lubed, but I mean, I don't have a monitor. I just got this buzzer box that tells you when it bales, when it trips the twine arms. Works for me. But it always takes like one field first time you bale, and it seems like everything loosens up. The buzzer starts working, it trips at the right size instead of making weird bales. Oh yeah, our other bale looks nice back there too. Well, this will be good. Well, we got 10 bales out of that. They all came out pretty good. Couple of that last one he wrapped there, that was the end one. It didn't quite make a full bale, but it's wrappable. Well, I think the moisture is real nice. Couple of grassy spots were maybe a little dry, but I mean, it seems good and solid, and just enough moisture to ferment. So let's see if we can set this camera here. terribly fast. They seem to want to fly into the end rollers, and then you end up ripping it or something. We got time. This is just a little baleage operation. Plenty of time we got. Eventually I'm going to run out of this white plastic. I got pink. Might be enough on this roll to do this. Oats right there. There's not a whole ton of bales going to be in that. It's just a little piece. Maybe the sorghum will be pink. Okay, well, we got here we are again. I'll give it a push. So that's 6 in this row. He'll have to back up in here. Got a little space between these. We probably should cut them off. So he'll get backed in there. We got 2 more to wrap. 10 bales of trefoil mix. Cows are gonna like that stuff. I think this stuff's gonna come out real nice. Pretty happy with this. All right, well, thanks for watching. Comment, hit the like button. Add a few more subscribers to the channel. Really appreciate it. We'll get these last 2 wrapped up and have a great weekend, a great 4th of July. Thanks, everybody.